Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you a collective, general, timeless tarot reading. So whenever you're guided or drawn to this video, it's meant for you. There's something for you. So let's begin and pull from this tarot deck. Taking your time will be most advantageous is what I'm getting. Taking your time, not entering or continuing that state of feeling rushed, okay? Regardless of other people's expectations, the energy in the air in a situation or multiple. Take your time. What do we have for my beautiful souls? Okay, we have several. All right, they want all of them, beginning with the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. There's a vibe that you're moving confidently and slowly towards a new financial investment and or a new job, okay? It feels like you could be gaining a second part-time job or a full-time job in order to better feel comfortable about a financial investment like a living situation, a car, you name it. It could be smaller, but I do feel like there's a vibe that you don't need to rush towards it. A reminder that it will happen when it's meant to, okay? But we also have the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I feel like all the meanwhile you're moving with a level of passion, but this is, for some drawn to this reading, representing somebody with their own version of passion coming towards you to give you a level of romance, okay? But I feel like for some it could be who's offering you this opportunity or accepting you in one way, shape, or form. It feels like there's going to be a lot of reasons to celebrate moving forward. But I feel like, okay, let's take that as confirmation from the dog, but I do feel as if the number 3 coming out to represent the success you're meant to acquire moving forward, to achieve. Bear with any background noise if you can hear it, just cleansing or re-cleansing the energy. But I also feel the need to say the number 3 coming into play to remind you of the spiritual connection that you have being increased moving forward in one way, shape, or form, the spiritual protection and the assistance in manifesting what's meant for you. I need to trust that you being guided to this reading is a promise is what they're saying, but a reminder or an informing that you are going to have the assistance of spirit side by side with your own manifestation process and skill set to make this come to be, okay, or multiple situations come to be, as well as certain new important connections that are vital for the progress along your individual path. Does that make sense? As far as wrapping oneself up in your own individual transformation and intertwining certain important souls, energies into that transformation at certain times, obviously not 1000% of the time. But I do feel like you're being pushed to recognize the negative effects that certain dramatic people have on your energy, your confidence, your process of deciding, or even just people who stress too much, okay? And need to keep things calm, cool, and collected at this time. You may need to adjust your perspective as to how much success and celebration lie ahead for you, and even at times needing to be strategic or just to trust the guidance of your intuition and spirit in regards to who actually has your back, or who is healthy to productive to celebrate with, to update on your next move or your successes, or even just to hang out with, okay? And that could go for love interests as well. But with the 7 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Justice card, you're receiving a level of justice for the work you're putting in towards a business, a project, a job. I feel like in a larger sense to improve your life. And potentially for some drawn to this reading, being rewarded with a level of abundance and justice for being a helpful soul, for wanting to help other people. And I really do sense that your bold, strong, and even healing way of being is coming into play to give you the outcomes that you desire, okay? The progress that's necessary at this time will provide you, again, what's needed when the time is right. And all the meanwhile, just keep your helpful nature, your big heart going, okay? I do feel like you at times want to protect your heart and your soul to the furthest extent, but it's going to prevent you from allowing certain opportunities, levels of abundance, and people to come on in when necessary. So just trust your instincts, your intuition, all the meanwhile, and again, the spirit guidance to recognize when to open up to that opportunity, that abundance, or again, those people to connect with. But I do feel like you're gaining so much abundance moving forward, being drawn to this reading, and that's something you need to remember. Let's put these up in the corner and then fan these down here. I feel like things are just lining up for you, and if you haven't noticed already, you're going to more so notice moving forward that you're attracting things quite easily, okay, manifesting them quite easily. You don't really need to work as hard as you once did or felt like you once had to make things come to be. I really do sense that this is your energy here, okay, regardless of what sign you are, because this is a collective reading. You're embodying the Queen of Pentacles energy, quite grounded, in touch with your emotional side at times, but very focused on your money, your career, and then all the meanwhile, it's like Spirit in the universe is saying, we're going to make you at times put aside your money and career and prioritize people, okay? Energies that are right for you. Even if it's reconnecting with certain specific people, continuing the growth of certain connections, but I feel like more importantly, the new ones, okay? The fresh energy that's gonna benefit you, given you need different types of people, different types of energy and support at this point along your path, given you're changing and growing so much at this time. You may feel very attracted to spiritual work, whether it's other people's spiritual work and or your own, okay? I feel like tarot readings are just going to be a big part of some of your futures, but I also do feel as if you're being pushed to keep that crown on, okay? Keep that crown on. At times when you're pushed by certain opportunities, or the energy in the air, even your own energy at times to take it off, or your own doubts, be stubborn in that moment, right? Keep it on. Own what you've been through and what you wish to accomplish. And I feel like there are going to be people who, in a backhanding kind of way, doubt the success of what you began recently or will more so moving forward. And there's a need to keep the confidence alive in what you feel is right for you. Period. Okay. And I feel like you even are so intuitive being drawn to this reading, whether you realize it or not, that you know what's right for you, but you even know what's right for others to an extent or to the fullest extent. And now I feel the need to say you could have predictive nature within your skill sets, but I do sense that you're going to see a lot of changes coming to be moving forward, as it just pushed me to wait for 555 to pop up on the timestamp, given I had to start and stop the reading. But I do feel as if you are recognizing more and more moving forward and being pushed to keep this radar alive within one system of who and what's not meant for you, especially energies, and to keep in mind that a lot in your life at this time is quite temporary. There, of course, is one, if not a few situations or a couple, say your business or something of the sort that's meant to be long lasting, but say it's a living situation, a work situation, certain connections. It's okay to have temporary successful connections and situations in your life to benefit you in that time, but to keep the perspective healthy, okay? To keep it realistic. All the meanwhile, that can be taken in more than one way. But I do sense that there's going to be times where you're pushed to keep your cards close to your chest, and that's important, that's strategic, okay? But I also feel as if there's an important recognition or remembrance taking place through this reading or moving forward, that your savings will take an increase, even if it's been taking a decrease recently due to a leaving of a job or certain change ups with your financial investments, right? Some of you making certain big financial investments and moves to improve your lifestyle and your life in general, but worried to a certain extent that things aren't going to lift back off the ground when it comes to the increase of your finances. It'll work out, trust me. Again, I feel like if that's your case, there's something opportunity-wise that you're heading towards, and will just kind of almost meet you halfway to an extent, or just be easy to acquire to make more money. Feels like a part-time job again, or a full-time one. For some, side by side with that, an extension to or an opportunity to make more money with your business. As some of this reading just got cut off due to a lack of storage, I feel like everything's coming to be and not coming to be as it's meant to. I need to remember that you are gaining the amount of healthy and some unhealthy attention that is meant for you, for making changes, implementing changes, if I didn't say that already, in the part that actually was recorded, and to allow for oneself to recognize that you will achieve the fresh start or fresh starts that you are meant for, and to embody this King of Pentacles way of being at times, again, to keep that crown on when you're moving towards all of the fresh energy and levels of success that's meant for you, and to recognize you will acquire this Ten of Pentacles lifestyle for you, that not just being financial and career success, but not just that, I feel as if you'll also have success with love and friendships, connections, and everything you decide intuitively and guidance-wise to wrap oneself up in. You will have it all.